Thanks, Nick. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. Let me start by welcoming two of our next stars. We're so pleased to have LaMelo and RJ here today. It would be remiss of me not to start by wishing LaMelo a very happy 18th birthday.
Thank you.
I've been explaining that 18th is a big deal here in Australia for a multitude of reasons, most of which we hope you don't partake in. No. We're really excited this year for what's to come in the NBL, largely because of our Next Stars program and the two gentlemen sitting here beside me today. LaMelo and RJ represent the next generation of superstars that are going to be a huge success in the NBA, and we're thrilled to be a part of their journey to the 2020 NBA draft. As you'll get to know during the course of the morning, they're both upstanding young gentlemen who could have played basketball anywhere in the world. They have the talent, the intellect, and the character, and they chose to come and play in the NBL as part of our Next Stars program. So both of you, thank you very much. We really appreciate you being here, and we can't wait to see you perform out there on the big stage. The Next Stars program has really elevated the NBL into the global stratosphere of basketball. We now very proudly consider ourselves to be the second best basketball league in the world, and we're starting to shine a spotlight on the NBL, and people are paying attention. Audiences and attendances have been up 4 years in a row. This year will no doubt be the 5th year in a row, thanks in large part to the guy sitting to my left. But also, we're going to be more watched around the world than we've ever been before. It's a golden era of Australian basketball, and it keeps getting better by the minute, largely thanks to RJ, LaMelo, Didi Lutzada, Terry Armstrong, our 4 Next Stars for the 2019-20 season. I'm not going to talk too much longer because I know you're here to talk to the guys, so I'm going to open up to questions for both LaMelo and RJ. If there's anything you'd like to ask me, I'm perfectly accessible as well, but I'll hand over to you. Nick, do you want to coordinate questions? Or?
Yeah, we'll open up to questions you've got for the guys.
LaMelo, what have you learned about your teammates, and what have they told you about the league and the kind of style of basketball that you're going to be playing and the level of basketball you're going to be playing at?
Right. They all real nice guys. The team want to play fast, so pretty much that's just it, playing fast.
Have you been told about your role in the team, and how much you're going to have the ball in your hands, things like that?
No, we really ain't talked about that yet. Just getting up and down in practice.
RJ, what about you? We expect you to start for the Breakers. Have you been told about how much you expect to have the ball in your hands, things like that?
I just want to thank everybody first for coming out here. You took the time out here out of y'all's day, so glad to be in Melbourne, first of all. But, I haven't really talked to the coaches about starting or how much time I'll have the ball in my hands or anything like that. But I'm just going to go in there every day and just hoop, work hard.
How have you found your first few days with these players?
Everyone that I've met, I've been with Terry Lee and Jeremy Weeks. Everybody else is with the Tall Blacks. So I've just been really getting to know everybody, knowing the team, and knowing the coaches.
What about for you as well, LaMelo? What have you made of the skill level and just thinking about it?
The skill level, I like it. And like I said, pretty much everybody on the team cool. It's a good vibe. So, yeah.
What surprised you both most about the style of play down under?
Honestly, they like playing fast, kind of like in the States, they play fast, you see. So it's kind of similar to that, too, so that surprised me.
Yeah, like he said, everyone plays fast. I feel like there's a lot more people take a lot of more detail and skill level over here than in the States.
Have you guys been talking to other guys, guys that are younger than you about coming here potentially in the future as well, just after your first few days and, just moving forward?
Guys have definitely hit me up asking me how I made my decision and how I like it so far. But, that'll be up to them at the end of the day if they want to do the college route or come over here to the NBL.
It's a big ask to ask you how you're enjoying it so far after about 3 days in the country and whether or not they should follow in your footsteps. But we're certainly doing the hard yards already over in the States and elsewhere in the world, making sure that people are well aware of the Next Stars program, and there's been a great level of interest. Certainly the level of interest has shot up exponentially since first RJ and then LaMelo signed. There's a great deal of interest.
Jeremy, I know for you, you had your eye on a few other Next Stars for this season as well. Have we is it going to be just this for this coming season, or are you still hoping to kind of nab another one or two?
there are still some irons in the fire. And I guess one way of explaining it would be that the Next Stars program was always intended to prevent a second chance for some people who might slip through the cracks. Unlike RJ and LaMelo and Terry and Didi, who could have played anywhere in the world, there are others who perhaps don't have the opportunity for one reason or another. So there's a couple of opportunities that would fall into that bucket that we would consider. And then there's one or two more very highly rated players who are still considering their options for this coming season as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw maybe one more out of that group.
RJ, you said a little while ago that Kyrie Irving, you received a message from him, I think, on Instagram, and his general message was you do you in terms of which way you're going to take your career. How much did that factor into you saying, all right, let's do it, I'm coming to the NBL?
It factored in a little bit. I mean, I'm always going to make the decision based on how I feel, but it was good for him to give me that advice because he's one of the best players in the league, and he's kind of did it his way, and it's kind of worked out for him, so I took the advice.
What have you both made of your respective cultures in terms of your country? LaMelo first, what have you made of Australian culture? And then, RJ, what have you made of New Zealand culture?
You said culture or coach?
Culture.
Oh, culture. You know, the culture, everybody out here speak English, so I feel like it's kind of just like California, so I like it.
RJ?
The culture's been cool. It's different from America. I feel like everybody out here is a lot nicer than people in America.
Oh, yeah.
It's been cool.
That's something, obviously, you know, America's a big divided map. Australia's and New Zealand both as well very friendly and welcoming. Do you get that sense from both of you guys?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
I think making the comparison between Wollongong and Santa Monica, I think Destination New South Wales and the Tourism Board are probably looking to bring you on as an ambassador after saying that. It's a long way to draw, I reckon, Santa Monica to Wollongong, but I think it's going to catch on. I think a lot of people are going to be making that comparison from now on.
You're both talking about the speed of the game in the NBL. How do you expect that to suit your own style of game?
Me, right?
Both of you?
Pretty much high pace, you know, over 100. I feel like if you score over 100, you're playing fast, so that's pretty much it.
Same thing, just play fast, get the ball up the court, make plays with everybody, so I think it'll be good.
Do you expect it to be pretty physical as well?
Yeah, I expect it to be physical. I mean, I think any pro basketball league is physical. Any basketball league that's at a high level has to be a little physical, so you just got to get used to it.
Do you feel like you're pioneers in coming out to Australia and not going over to college, coming to the NBL?
Yeah, for sure. You know, we're starting a different path pretty much, and I feel like kids younger than us probably look up to us and probably take the same path.
LaMelo, you're here partly to check out Team USA tonight as
Yeah.
well. Is that something you want to do eventually, like represent America at the senior level, or are you mainly focused on the NBA? How much of a thing for you is playing for Team USA one day?
For sure, mainly focused on NBA right now, but then when I get older, yeah, probably look into that. I like to play for the country.
Got any other questions before we wrap it up, guys? Anything at all for...
How are you going with the lingo? Have you got a mate yet? How are you going with all that?
They abbreviate everything.
Yeah.
Like Macca's. Yeah, that's pretty much all I know. Macca's. That's all I need to know.
They say bro a lot
Yeah.
in New Zealand. Bro is everything.
What you saying, bro? They
Everything.
always say mate,
Bro.
Have you got a
everything
mate yet at the Hawks? Have you got who's your number one mate?
Number one mate. Now everybody on the team cool though, for real. So yeah, everybody cool.
RJ, do you feel like you're a pioneer coming out to the NBL?
I feel like I am in some ways because, you know, like LaMelo, he's did it kind of all out throughout his high school career, but I just play high school and AAU, so, I mean, I could have went to college, but I feel like with this decision, it'll make kids that have just did the regular normal high school route think of different options.
You're both eyeing the NBA draft next year. What are you focused on as far as improvement goes ahead of that?
Just all around, pretty much everything.
Get stronger, get faster, and just tighten up skill work. I do have something. It is his birthday, and from the Breakers in New Zealand, I'm going to give you a cue.
Well, as long as we're embarrassing you on your birthday, LaMelo, we're going to continue the theme. Although I'm not going to sing happy birthday, so please don't expect that of me.
If it's a cake, I want some.
There is a cake. And
Strawberry.
all the photographers in the room, I expect you to sing, but I'm not going to. No, I won't inflict that upon you.
She in the cake with the back, huh?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're not getting away on your 18th birthday without being embarrassed on camera, right?
I'm cool.
You're cool?
UA gang. UA. UA.
Hell no.
Coming down now.
Happy birthday to you.
Y'all sing it.
Happy birthday, dear LaMelo. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Anyone publishes anything of me singing, you'll be blackballed for life.
I'm cool with that.
We're going to go and do some photos outside, and we probably have a little bit of time for some one-on-ones if people want them to as well. So we'll go and do that first, and then we can come back and do what we want to do here. We'll step out into that cold
Melbourne weather.
very briefly.
Very
Thanks,
hella
guys.
cold.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.